Away we go. Atk up against Limitless, round number 1, map number 1. We didn't get a chance to talk about the veto in the pregame, Cole, but we've got a pick on Overpass by Limitless. Atk starting CT side, Atk picking into Inferno, Limitless starting on CT side, and then left over is Nuke. Now, this is a pretty good veto for Atk, I think, Cole.
Yeah, I think their map pool is pretty strong here comparatively, but this was actually a map that Limitless were able to put some very good work and I mean, incredible pressure on Atk previously. I mean, again, that was a bit of a different team, it seemed like, but again, I think the veto is still looking very strong, and I don't think that with this new look Atk will see any crazy worries, but Cameron, very effective on this B look, and we actually already see the fruits of his labor so far. Opening pick and an instant transition into such deep control right now. He's looking for more as well. If you can find a second, that would be absolutely massive.
Cameron can't get the second. MisteM shuts him down with the dually. Swisher in the meantime on the other side gets JBa, but he's overloaded and no one else really there to stop this plant from coming through. They're trying for the flank with MisteM, but I'm not sure he's going to get there in time. We'll have to wait and see. MisteM coming through. Are they watching for it is another question. Time is now taken away on that bomb. MisteM will get the headshot onto Scar. Then Reck drops Makzwell. This is great for Atk. And there it is, a clean sweep on the retake.
I was going to say, the post plants didn't look too primed up right there. It seemed like they were too committed on the actual bomb site when the bomb was planted for bathrooms, right? So that's usually, you know, a position where you actually try and dive back, head in towards bathrooms, and more so focus on the flank as opposed to trying to hold your ground on the actual bomb site right there. So a bit of a surprise in the late round play from Limitless. They still get a bomb plant, and I think outside of that small little detail of playing the post plant late, it was a pretty decent round, right? You have Cameron lurking around towards Monster, finding success and drawing attention away from A. Meanwhile, you find some entries and easy access with, you know, quick jump up and bank smoke. So it wasn't a bad idea. It just seemed like in the post plant it kind of was easy to collapse for Atk.
Yeah, I mean, no question. Ooh. Oh. MisteM takes down Cameron right off the rip here, and you have still a decent buy from Limitless because of the bomb plant. And again, the A site, well, I was going to say it might be a little soft, but they've got a boost going on here. Bowden on the head of DJ, or the other way around, but either way, Bowden's going to get the second frag of the round here as Grizz falls by the wayside. Could be a plant coming through with Scar dropping Bowden, but Reck to the rescue. Scar and Makzwell gone. JBa last one standing here.
I don't know about him.
They don't.
Ooh. Oh, he shot at the first target, though, so now everyone's alarm bells are ringing. We'll see if he finds anything else. Not quite. Quick trade from Swisher there, 1-for-1. Maybe a little trigger discipline could have gone a long way, but they just appeared on the screen. He took him down. He was a little bit too worried.
I was going to say,
nice try.
Exactly that, Cole. I mean, when you see someone turning away from you like that with no idea that you're in the vicinity, it's best to try and move around, maneuver, a little bit of trigger discipline, and see if you can find yourself a second or even a third on a transfer. That's something that comes with experience playing at the Challenger League level, of course, and JBa only in his second season, perhaps a little nervous, of course, going up against Atk. And you can see, well, the result is he only gets one. Still, it was a very, very tough ask, regardless of even if he goes for that trigger discipline. MisteM's going to get a couple here. It's just up against Glocks. He does go down, so that's an M4 potentially picked up. But Cameron and Makzwell actually are going to get two. Reck responding, and Reck is dropped here, Cole. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
The Glocks are getting it done.
This is crazy. Okay, well, they win the round, but my goodness, it's expensive.
Yeah, that's mission accomplished right there, big time. You get all of those kills, 3. You don't get the bomb plant, which is a little bit unfortunate, but the money's still going to be stacked up off the loss bonus, and so you're still looking pretty good here with the purchase. Although right now, this tone that was established from MisteM in these last 2 rounds has been just pure confidence coming through.
Yep. So
I like to see that right now. Atk are the favorites in this matchup. And if they play a little bit too timid, you know, this is their first series of the ECL season. I know that they've had some struggles here before. They have to be playing with this confidence here. Swisher doing a lot of damage with this early boost. Takes 2 players down to half HP. This HE could be good as well. Oh, that's going to do so much damage as well.
Oh.
Down to 22 for Grizz, and the spam's going to keep coming. He has done so much already.
Oh, man. 3 players so low for Limitless, and you know, Swisher, the one throwing that nade, need to talk about him. Of course, in the playoffs last season, he was above and beyond their best player, with 250 frags in only 11 maps played, a plus 20 kill to death differential, and a 1.09 KDR, along with ADR of 84. As we do see a couple of frags come through here, it is traded out by Limitless, so we'll have to see if ATK are able to get things under control here. But looking at the HP and a nade in Bowden's hands, this could get problematic for Limitless, and Bowden's looking in the direction that 2 players are, but he goes down for free. You've got to be kidding me. Look at this. Limitless, the advantage, and still low HP, but that was the nade. It's now gone, dropped by the wayside. JBa along with Grizz are trying to come in. Swisher manages to get 2, which is good, but now it's just a 2v2, and they're going to have a post-plant scenario.
Should expect DJ here. They know he's always around A. They won't.
Oh,
hard to anticipate right there, and they both fall in unison. MisteM finds success as well. Swisher, he actually took down the 2 high HP players on that flash off of MisteM, and then he set up his teammates right there in the clutch to make their job so easy by taking down the 2 low HP bars. That little missed shot there from Bowden as well. I do feel like that's a slightly that 100 ping that we'll be seeing from him quite a bit. Whenever you see him, you know, just hold an angle, you almost always see him just get wide swung and just smoked. But if he's peeking into them, usually he can get away with it. So just keep an eye on that. It's always pretty funny to watch him op as of recent. I've been watching a lot of ATK in these last couple cash cups.
Yeah, the cash cups, yeah.
And those guys, they have been doing excellent work. And actually, Bowden's just, it doesn't look like he is letting the ping get to him at all.
I actually looked at his stats recently. I thought he was back in North America with how well he was playing. So, yeah. Swisher is going to take down Grizz. Is he not coming back? Is he going to stay in Sweden for the foreseeable future? Yeah,
I don't know. He could actually be back right now. The last time I cast him, it was like the 15th. So
okay,
that was 10 days ago. But
I'm not sure though. With that op miss, I think it's still on 100 ping.
Might be able to see it from the game.
Look at this.
Ooh,
Cameron and JBA get a couple. MisteM and Reck are dropped 4v2 in favor of Limitless, and this could be their first round. The thing is, Cole, it hasn't been clean for ATK to get to this mark. They've been losing a lot of manpower round after round. You can see it in their economy. And Limitless, it feels like they continue to threaten against ATK. And for me, this is kind of a tone-setting match for ATK. It was their opening match last season as well. They need to come out and have a decisive win. And so far, it's been a little shaky.
Yeah, now Bowden needs to clutch here. He needs to use that ping right now and all avoid it there. Won't be able to avoid the first shot. Scar, unfortunately, will fall here, and chances for more, but it's just going to be so difficult to get out of heaven here and find those isolated duels, especially as they move away. He doesn't have a kit, but there is kits around, so...
Yeah, they're around.
There are opportunities.
Bowden has the smoke. Maybe he'll try for it now. He's probably just going to try and draw out some peaks or something along those lines with the smoke that he threw, but until Limitless hears the defusal, it's not happening. And yeah, Bowden's not even going to try for this one. He just wants to save the op, make the next round a little more viable, but Limitless, they continue to threaten round after round, and they finally got one on the board here.
It's a very valuable op save, but some good work coming through from all aspects there. Again, I talked about ATK coming out of the gates and just kind of looking like they're looking to just disrespect the opposition right now. As, you know, last time Limitless came out of the gates and were able to just wash them on Overpass, so it's going to be interesting to see if that continues, because this round right now, it looks like Limitless kind of learned from their early struggles of rounds prior, where the aggression was catching them off guard. Well, this time they just got everyone posted up, ready for the pushes. Cameron playing a very passive angles in towards Khan, and just a nice adjustment to see.
Yeah. Bowden. Ooh, nice shot onto Grizz. Is he going to get traded?
Oh, wait.
No, he escapes with 17 HP. That's more than enough for an opper. And a nice advantage gained here for ATK. Cameron's still going to hang around and toss a little bit of util into Monster, but the rest of his team has decided to completely rotate off towards long A. Do they realize that Swisher's here? Again, this isn't a round that ATK's brought much into, and Swisher, thinking that they've already passed him, tries for a peek, but JBa was waiting for exactly that to happen, so there we go, 4v4. What can Bowden do? He is the big piece in this round, Cole.
He's in the right place as well, which is good news here, and he locks down another kill. He's still staying alive. There's no molly for the back of dice, so he might be able to isolate more, but he does get overrun. Nice trade from JBA. We need to find more isolated duels here, and he gets overwhelmed by Wreck. He can't pick up the AK in time, though, and he's going to get chased down by Makzwell. It's all in the back of MisteM here. Maybe pop a couple P250 shots, but he does get taken down by Cameron, so that's going to be that. I gotta say, though, that was a pretty cool way to open up the round. I think they threw a decoy from Dumpster. And you know how you throw the monster smoke typically, and as soon as you hear a nade bounce, or see a nade, you can even see it on the T side, you would feel like the monster smoke was going to bloom. But they actually had Bowden peek monster with the op, and the decoy eventually started popping off, making it feel like that was going to be a smoke shrouding their vision. So he found an opening pick off of that, which was a nice way to, a nice gimmick, I would say.
Yeah, pretty cool. I mean, the decoy, any type of usage for it is cool to see, right? It's one of the least used grenades in the game. Despite the fact that they got that opener, it still wasn't enough for them to secure the round. Now they're back onto rifles, and Bowden has the op back in his hands. 4 Limitless players. In fact, all 5 about to go into Monster. Flashed out. It's the Monster pop. Typical play on Overpass. Scar gets the opener onto Wreck. Grizz looking for another one here on Swisher, and he will find it. That is the B site cleared out. Almost. MisteM is there. He gets mollied off and then headshotted by JBA. 5v2. Limitless are starting to heat up.
He's trying to build some nice confidence right now on this T side. Warming up quite a bit. Again, there's a little bit of dynamics in this Limitless default here. They have those very, fast-paced maneuvers like we saw just now in this last round. They can also slow it down very well with those defaults waiting for aggression. So I like the dynamic that they've been going for so far in this T side here. The push and pull of some of these rounds has been very promising. So this is a really good sign from Limitless. Again, those first 4 rounds, you can start to worry if you're them, being lesser experienced. If you're not getting those rounds early, it can feel like they're not going to come. But now that they've nearly tied up the scoreline here, and especially have an opportunity to do so, that confidence is going to continue to build. And some of the individuals here that you can have confidence in, JBA playing very well right now. Grizz can warm up. We've seen him find those nice entries, so this is a good sign for them.
Yeah, they're not letting the economy settle in at all on the ATK side either. And talking a little bit more about Overpass, of course. ATK over the last 3 months, they played 14 times, 8 wins, 6 losses, and a -8 round differential. But they have a 5-game win streak going right now, up against Party Astronauts, Strife, EG Black twice, and Vendetta. So trying to make it 6 up against Limitless, who are 3-6, in fact, on Overpass over the last 3 months, and -8 round differential. So a lot of close matches, but not able to get the conversions into victories. Cameron this time is going to take down Wreck. There's a little bit of firepower for Atk.DJ, manages to connect onto the head of Grizz. Cameron looking for more. Can he find it is the question. Swisher swings around, doesn't work. Bowden does manage to get some sort of response, and it looks like Limitless are going to get rebuffed off the site. The thing is, they're in isolated positions, so if Scar isn't careful, he could go down before the rest of his team is able to get to this A site and plant the bomb.
Making their moves on in here, but look at the way he's playing this. It's very careful, very cautious. He's letting his teammates scale up before he takes further positions. They just smoke jump up, and now he has coverage of bank, so his teammates don't have to worry about clearing anything at all. Numbers will be punched in, but that's a nice pre-fire from MisteM right there. That's going to give them access in towards the bomb site. The Molly's going to buy time here, but there's a little bit of hope re-inspired.
Bowden going through off a flashbang. They don't have a smoke for the bomb, so they're going to have to win these fights, and time is ticking away. No kit either. This is so risky for ATK to attempt, and they're going to have to pull the plug eventually because they have a 10-second fuse in their hands. There's MisteM finding one,
Ooh.
But his teammate Bowden is down. He just needs to grab that op and get out of here. No time at all. There's the op taken. Makzwell will also be trying to save. I doubt they will cross paths. Yeah, just going to be both players saving the big green, but Limitless tying things up at 4. That's in fact 4 in a row in response to ATK's opening 4.
Yeah, nicely done here. This is looking very promising for Limitless, putting up those good T-side numbers. Again, I like their range so far. And Makzwell as well, delivering clutches as the Opper is exactly what you want to see. You know, closing out that round, he actually had a tough head-to-head versus Bowden. I think he got legged, but he landed the shot. So, that's very promising from them. A whole lot more that game from here. They can continue to lock these rounds on in.
1:30 on the clock here. All knotted up at 4. Nade gonna get tossed through the door and onto Makzwell's feet. He goes down to 24, but opening frag again going the way of Limitless. MisteM falls by the wayside. DJ waiting in long bathrooms, leaning into short. Going to the op crosshair. The timing is good though. Makzwell pulls out the util and DJ capitalizes. Numbers evened out again, and he might have gained a little more information about the positioning. Oh no, the boost goes awry here for Limitless. Grizz falls to Swisher, and now the advantage returns to ATK.
That's great awareness right there from Swisher. Unbelievable timing from DJ. And DJ hasn't fallen off, right? This sort of position, you would expect maybe him to fall back, tuck in towards site, but he's sticking around here. He can be a real asset late in the round here. Bowden's still on the bomb site, buying time. A lot of faith put in him as DJ. He needs to start his flank here, and now spotting out of the aggression here as they move on in towards Bowden. The flashes continue to rain perfectly in his vision, and he's going to get caught in no man's land. Again, DJ can still flank. Swisher tries to buy time. And there you go, the flank finally formulating. JBa needs to clutch a 1v2, but Reck puts him down quickly. That's a nice way to hold down the line right there.
Great work from ATK indeed, as it's still an expensive round for them as they need to reinvest pretty heavily, but at least they get back to their winning ways with the 5th round picked up. Over on the Limitless side, it is probably going to be a buy-up. Makzwell could drop a couple of AKs. We'll see what they decide to do. Wow. All right. Very conservative. Just going to go for the pistols here on the Limitless side. They want to get that very strong buy-up in the follow-up. Makzwell going to get the AWP, of course. And this time, just the 3 Tech 9s and the 2 Deagles. Another monster pop on the cards here for the Limitless squad. Oh, and they're going to walk into Rex M4.
They typically have very good util sets here for these pops, but getting past this angle is a whole nother story, right?
Yeah.
And the smokes keep on getting recycled, so there's no comfort just yet. I like that they, could potentially change up the setup here. A lot of teams would just be so willing to just dive on in. We're already here. We can't really reroute, but they realize here what they're up against, and they feel something's off. They start to change it up, which is very promising here. But in doing so, they have to retake a lot of space, and they just pretty much have to do it dry. As they'll all just run out towards long without a care in the world, just hoping that they can trade each other. This could be good, but they got to get past Bowden's op first.
Oh, and they won't. Grizz going to get dropped by Bowden, who is down to 2 HP. That was a pretty wicked shot. So he has to retreat a little bit to Dumpster. He's got DJ supporting. Connects. No, he doesn't connect. It's actually DJ taking down Cameron. Then he finds the follow-up. DJ another. Makzwell his victim as well. A nice little 3K put on by DJ and Bowden, holding the fort against the other 2.
What a shot right there from Bowden. Low HP there. He just slings it through the smoke. Absolutely beautiful. That half buy falls pretty flat there for Limitless. And it, with all the investment here, is going to put them in a slightly questionable purchase here. Just a Galil, a little bit less utility, and as I've said here, I feel like Limitless are very effective with their utility when it comes to getting those executes down on this map, so might be left a little bit lacking here. That molly's missed, though, and it gives them a false sense of security right there. DJ, he didn't hear a smoke, so he's expecting them to still be behind the molly, but it never landed.
Oh man, Grizz is going to come back here and get MisteM. So Limitless on their rifles once more, creating headaches for ATK. ATK wants to go for some aggression through Monster. Not a bad idea. They'll get information. The thing is, as soon as they cross over these tunnels, is Cameron going to be looking in the right direction? He's not. Trigger discipline is going to be really important here for ATK, and Swisher instead decides, you know what? I see him. I'm going to take him down, and even gets the second, so didn't matter at all. He decided to engage immediately with both targets, even down to 3v3, but that triggers Limitless to go for the take onto the A site. They're going to push into Dumpster. Bowden's here. He sees the lay, connects on it, pulls out the pistol, can't connect the shot to protect 9, and goes down, but he does manage to get that frag right before falling. The thing is, JBA, a 2K, Swisher on life support. It's going to be so tough for him to pull this one off, but he does get the first, makes it a 1v1, knows the second player is there as well. And he could just try not to stick this plant. No, it doesn't happen. Makzwell takes him down, and that will be that. I was going to say stick to defusal, but he is in the open there, Cole, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's a huge risk, but at least he could have baited him out.
Yeah.
Something along those lines. And again, Makzwell, I think he had to hit a very tricky headshot right there behind the dumpster to close that round out. But honestly, a little bit scary. Maybe a little bit overzealous from some of the Limitless members pushing through towards Bank. As, they still managed to get the job done, just not as clean as it could have been. They'll certainly take it, though. They still need to win another round here if they want to crack that economy. But, again, you can see some of the value here in the patience. Honestly, just a small mistake coming through from ATK in the early round right there. A missed molly going through towards that entrance towards Fountain from the T side. And they just get completely destroyed. DJ peeks in with a false sense of confidence, and that's just such an easy opener right there from Makzwell to manufacture. Things are potentially looking good here for Limitless. They can just crack that code of another round.
ATK, enough money in the bank to get a buy up here. Pretty good on utility. The only thing they're missing is an A1S or an A4, but that shouldn't hinder them too much with Wreck on the MP9. Limitless try to take water very aggressively, and they will in fact do so. We'll see if ATK challenges back. Some utility damage going in the direction of Limitless as Cameron's down to 65 and Scar at 51. Wreck, along with MisteM, waiting for first contact. But it feels like Limitless might try for sandbags first. There could be contact, in fact, in connector. That is between JBA, if I'm not mistaken. JBA wins the duel. DJ goes down. Opening frag again, found by Limitless. 5v4.
Wreck is in such an awkward spot right now, just trying to push and pull attention. He's been hurt on the jump spot, but look at the amount of resources that they do have in towards this B bomb set again. It's all the faith in the world for Bowden to just get the job done right now in this long position. That would have been a impressive spot right there. Scar on the elevated angle there. Bowden might have seen something here. They get another rotation in. Swisher's already on the bomb site here to defend us. They do make their move on in. 35 seconds, plenty of time. The utility needs to follow suit, but Swisher starts to lock things down beautifully. Nothing comes from Bowden's up, so...
Oh, Swisher's going to go down to Scar here. Galil's shot connects. Wreck still hiding. They don't know he's here, and he takes down the Opper. Going to swing around the corner for a second. There's Cameron dropped. He's made it a 2v1 all by his lonesome. MisteM coming to support now. They know the Op is around this corner. They're trying to go for the quick trade, but Makzwell gets both. A 3K pulled off. 6th round for Limitless.
Another clutch from Makzwell as well. This guy continues to deliver in the late round situations right now. This is exactly what you need. You have a lot of strong riflers on your team right now when you add the elements of JBA and Grizz, and honestly Cameron with some of the lurking elements that he's been doing so far in this map. And so to have this late round activation coming through from Makzwell, every opportunity that he's been given, he's been winning them.
Might have lost Cole. We'll have to check in on that, guys. But it is 6-6, all tied up. Nice little clutch there for Limitless. At the end of the round, Makzwell looking solid. We've seen some question marks in his play in the past in terms of his opping prowess, but it's good to see him connecting on a couple of beauties. MisteM's pushed up all the way here. He catches off JBA. What a flank to come through. and Limitless are stuck in a tough position because they don't know where MisteM might be. Reck gets Cameron. This is just a pistol buy-up, and it's going the way of Atk. Makzwell and Grizz, last two standing. We have seen some really nutty rounds, and MisteM makes it a 5v1. What happened here? Makzwell's trying to throw away the op. I'm not sure if he succeeded, and he's going to get dropped here. Is the op still available? And I believe it was. Yeah, he couldn't throw it away. Oh, my goodness. That's insane.
Yeah, I mean, it was such a great string of rounds right there. And then that's how they let the momentum slip. That's not pretty right now from Limitless. They needed something like that. You know, that would have been them locking in a 7th there. You know, 8-7 at the worst case scenario was a very winnable half right there that you can, you know, take to the CT side, the defensive half. Now you're giving Atk a little bit of cushion here with some extra rounds that they just have no business winning. As Reck spams all of his ammo down range here, they might look to bounce off of that, but no longer the case here. The reload has been ensured, the flash is in, and now Reck has to run away.
An AK frag, 2 for Reck. MisteM pitches in for 1 off the JBA, and this is all Atk here. No problem at all. 2K for Swish as well. So that'll make it 8-6 for Atk. And I probably just realized, Cole, because you said you were muted for me, but not for the stream, so I probably sound like a crazy person.
Yeah, no. So I accidentally clicked a little mouse button on my mouse that mutes my Discord. And it also tabs me out of, or like backtracks for some reason. So it's only for Counter-Strike that I actually use that button, but I bumped it whenever I was talking or something. So
you got to get rid of that button, Cole.
I
Highly
need
recommended.
it for league matches that you can sign up for with League Pass.
Oh my goodness. Just shilling now. DJ is going to get one onto Grizz. Makzwell trades it out immediately, and Limitless not looking too shabby. They're desperate here in this final round of the half to get something going. Pistols bought up. It's all they could afford, but they do manage to pick up an AK. Bowden gets one. He could get overloaded, but Swisher supporting. This should be it. Cameron last one standing, and Bowden ends the half with a bang. 9-6 for Atk as we head to a break.
You love it, you wear it. What's your style? Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
synergy, this electricity, the power of the pioneers, tearing through history, this is our destiny. We are the power, we are the change, we are the pioneers of paradise and fame, and we push it louder like hurricanes. We are the pioneers, we are the pioneers.
Man, we're back. Second half of action here. ATK Limitless on Overpass, and it really felt like ATK hit their stride there towards the end of the half, Cole.
Yeah, they got themselves a lot of momentum there. It was all off the back of a pretty nice eco as well. Just kind of set the tone. But again, there's a very recoverable number there in 6T rounds that you can make work very easily if you can lock down your defense. Makzwell playing good. Cameron playing good right now, so you got some of your key elements showing up here, especially for a CT side.
Swisher trying to make some noise here towards the B side and attract attention. It is working. Might be more than attention that he's looking to gain now, though, as his team is rotating in from connector towards that squeaky door. And yes, it will be a BX. Can they catch Cameron off? No. In fact, Scar gets two back for ATK, so it is a recovery for them as they go into a B set that's only defended by JBA for now. I think maybe Makzwell's at heaven as well, but he's going to get smoked off.
Ooh,
Nice shot for JBA.
That's huge. Puts him in a man advantage, and another one coming through from JBA as well. Reck now looking to the clutch here. He's getting tagged down. JBA is missing right now. Reck gonna get overwhelmed on the bomb side. He's able to isolate these duels. Somehow he gets his way into pit. That was absolutely masterful right there and trying to isolate, but it will be still one out. JBA gives it right on back there. Grizz to close, and that's a really important pistol right there for Limitless.
Yeah, getting on to 7. JBA, honestly, a nice little shots coming through there over from Graffiti or near it. I'm surprised that, who was it? Reck, right? Getting himself into pit after finding a headshot. I thought for a moment, I was like, okay, maybe he's going to clutch this one out and actually pull off the 1v3, but then he gets taken down with one quick shot from the USP, and that's the end of it. So, you're right, Limitless getting an important one, finding the 7th, but bomb plan for ATK means 2 AKs, a Galil, a Scout, and a Deagle. So this buy-up is pretty darn nice for them. See if they can find the victory after losing the pistol. And Swisher, looking for the info-hopping player, connects on the head of Scar and makes it a 5v4 immediately to start off the round.
Such a nice shot, man. This guy's such a beast. 18 and 12 right now. He has had a hell of a last couple months right now with this team. Like you said, just kind of a performer in playoffs, a performer when it matters most. This guy, an absolute beast right now, and that's a huge kill to just really set some panic in this defense right now, right? You've already faced off against a warmed-up Swisher. I mean, you've only spotted one player as well. There's no info off of the info jump that you were going for. And now they're scaling quickly in towards B. Bomb site that is rather defending quite nicely, but Swisher takes that time to find another.
Makzwell gets the trade on back. JBA looking to have impact in this round as well, but he will fall, leaving only now Grizz standing because MisteM just domed Makzwell with the Deagle. Grizz will manage to take down one in Reck, but he needs a lot more. 3 players left standing for ATK. And looking at the money for Limitless, a save of the M4 wouldn't be a bad idea. Grizz, though, he committed, and he gets taken out by Bowden.
My God. Bowden just keeps re-peeking right there with the scout and lands the headshot. Takes care of business. 2 very valuable entries from Swisher as well, just making the job so much easier. I mean, that was still a pretty heavily stacked bomb site.
Yeah.
In the 4v5, they had 3 players there, so there was a lot of presence, even though they had that opening pick. Limitless get overwhelmed. Nice bit of timing there, landed. That success from the pistol. Not going to linger too long. Smoke for that molly there, so Swisher, yeah, he backs out. He knows there's way too much pressure going on towards short. He's going to need a little bit of support before he presses the issue.
On the other side, though. Force spy coming through from Limitless. Realizing they were in a double eco situation. First frag found. Odin taking care of business. 14 frags for him, and everyone really contributing well on this ATK side. Frag spread's only 5, with Swisher at the top of 19, and 3 players tied for third, I guess, with 14. Anyway, Reck's going to jump in here, try and find another one for his team, and Scar and Cameron are going to do so much damage. Look at this. The Deagles popping off for Limitless. Health is exceptionally low for them, but Swisher could go down by the wayside. Scar is at least taken care of. Now only 19 HP. Cole combined for JBa, excuse me, and Cameron. Swisher around the corner, takes care of Cameron. If anyone can do it, Swisher can. And now it's only JBa left. 36 seconds left. Swisher wants to get that bomb, and JBa is looking for the insta headshot, and Swisher does indeed clutch it out to get the 3K. Still, the fact that he was even in that situation is ridiculous to me.
I mean, the round just, again, won by Swisher right there. And a 1v3, man. All the pressure put on him. He knew that there was some low HP bars, right? So there's a lot of comfort in that, in the clutch.
Yeah.
But then you see Swisher, you just feel like, you know, your enemies are shaking in their boots. Knowing that they're up against a guy that has been playing so incredibly well. And you can just see the way that he clutches that one out, just taking those isolated fights when he's given it. Has this crosshair so ready, so trained. Lets them make the mistake as opposed to him pushing forward and being the initiator. I gotta respect that so much. And like you said, it's very good damage, right? Limitless, they got away with a whole lot right there. Yeah. They didn't win it. And as you had mentioned, they were in that double eco territory. They had Deagles in armor, 5.7s in armor in that last round. Now they're just going to have the default pistols and a decoy. So there's a chance to farm up that cash right now.
It's all about the decoy, I think.
Decoys are getting pretty cheeky nowadays.
Yeah. They're just charging in. I don't mind the idea going right through connector into the lower tunnels, seeing no one there, not really giving them much information, unfortunately, as ATK also charged in and immediately took the B site. Nade's going to fly through, and that one is chunky. Bowden looking for some money here. Does manage to get one for 600. And the rest of his team is pitching in with the rifle frags. Not as much kill bonus, but it doesn't matter for ATK. They get a clean anti-eco, Cole.
Yeah, he did his part right there with the HE. He said, you guys can take the rest. I got my util damage stat up. We're all good. ADR increase. That's really just spreading the wealth right there from Bowden.
That's all that matters. Do your damage, get your stats up, and the rest is history.
It's all about the chemistry right there. You can't be too eco hungry, right? The more you spread it out, the more confidence that can build. It's perfect balance right there. Everyone gets their ecos.
Perfectly balanced as all things should be. Nice shot from Swisher. JBa drop. DJ gets another one onto Cameron, and ATK just completely run over 2 Limitless players to open up a ton of space across the map. A is looking extremely soft at this moment because Makzwell's pushed up into the short bathrooms, and Grizz all the way up to Fountain. He doesn't even realize there are 2 players at long, which I don't know how he doesn't, due to the fact that they just lost a player in that position, but you know, that's how it goes. Swisher finds Scar. Last one alive is Makzwell, and Limitless, after looking pretty great on their T side, have fallen completely flat since this half started.
Yeah,
aside from the pistol, right?
Had in the pistol, and then in another pistol round where they almost closed out a 1v3 versus, or I guess 3v1 versus Swisher.
Yeah.
But other than that, gun round completely falls flat, and I can almost not blame them right there. Swisher set such an early tone right now in some of these rounds. It's very hard to recover, but Makzwell's going to find a couple kills on his way out right now. Might encourage him to stick around, but there is no kit. And there's very, very strong post plans. So reality starts to sink in for Makzwell as to whether or not he's going to go for this round. And the answer's no.
No, I don't think so. There's no chance. They need this gun. Their money's in a really bad spot. Even though the loss bonus is at full, the A1S makes a buy up a little bit more viable.
25 and 13 now for Swisher. I think last time we checked in, he was at like 19 a couple rounds ago.
Yeah, that 3v1 helped him out.
Yeah. Everyone else, though, again, it's just very close-knit between the rest of the players here on his team, so it's not like anyone's really playing a bad game right now. It's just Swisher's elevating his game so much, and not only doing that, but it's impactful kills. Either like first picks or clutches.
It's what he always does and has been doing over the last few months with ATK, just continuing to be impactful, be a solid presence, always someone you can rely on to get frags and contribute at key moments. As ATK up to 13. The thing is, of course, as you might be already aware, Swisher's looking for a new team. He wants to move on beyond ATK, and I think his goal is to go to Europe. It's the only path forward that makes sense to me, because if he goes to another NA team, it feels like a lateral move. Whereas you want him to move up, and that would be to a European squad. It's the only thing that I see that makes sense for him if he wants to move on beyond ATK.
It depends on what an A team, though. There's
Perhaps
some good options. What is that? He even gets the player on the boost right there. That is unbelievable. What a way to open up the round again. And then he's quickly traded. His death gets traded as well. But yeah, I'm really interested to see how that's going to line up, right? ATK have had like plethora of roster changes over the last couple months, and he's mentioned that, but they're still hanging on strong. They're still winning a lot, so we'll see how far he can take it before maybe that change does come through. A little bit of a flank from Grizz, though, finding a kill, maybe giving a little bit of hope, and he's giving over the bomb, which is going to be a bit of a problem. He just chases it.
Why? Yeah,
work just fine.
I'm not sure why MisteM turns his back on the player. Reck's going to get 2, but now this has turned into a 1v1. DJ looking to recover that bomb. MisteM didn't need to panic there. It felt like he rushed the plant unnecessarily. And Cameron's going to win it. DJ dropped. What a weird one for ATK that looks so solid up to this point. And then things kind of get a little bit weird in the mid-round. MisteM grabs the bomb, rushes the plant, realizing that there's already a player waiting in those short bathrooms with a 5-7. And Grizz has an impactful round, which he hasn't really had many of up to this point. Not really contributing that much in the fragging department anyway, but those two, very important to help Limitless get back into this one, at least with an 8th.
Yeah, that was a very awkward exchange right there in bathrooms. I thought Grizz was just going to be good for one, and then maybe he could get flanked off.
I mean, I thought they would trade him first, right? Before trying to plant.
Right. So overzealous right there, trying to finish the job, eager to finish the job, and that can cost him. That's a huge lifeline for Limitless. If they can start to, get some momentum off the back of that, that could be massive. Look at the way Swisher's playing these angles right now. Makzwell posted on this exact position, but he gets decimated.
Oh my
Swisher,
God.
He's just going to take it right on back. Dude, his awareness is unbelievable. JBa traded instantly as well as he gets sent to the fray. And Cameron, well, he did a good job of closing out that last round, man. This just seems way too far-fetched.
It is. DJ is going to take down Cameron, and Swisher is just too good right now. I mean, I can't believe he wide swings into sandbags, no flashbang, gets the first and the second as well. It's unreal, unreasonable how well Swisher is playing. 29 frags, he's almost up to 30 now. And really, he has been the driving force for ATK on this T side. No question in my mind. He erases that round victory that Limitless found and also resets their economy. Cameron, sure, he has an A1S, but everyone else onto pistols. This is ATK's chance to just close the door right in Limitless's faces, get their map pick, and go on to theirs of Inferno. Swisher's just going to try and dunk a nade here into Graffiti. No one is there. He's still wary of the possibility of the boost. Flashbang comes in, so he has to back off. This is where Scar is going to take his chance to try and come in and take the space. Swisher spotted out his head. He's going to come around again, and Scar hits the shot. That's an important piece taken off the table for ATK.
3-piece right now for some of these T-side entries. I honestly was going to, kind of be critical of their aggression towards short, right? You know that Swisher's playing here, so just don't push it. Let him make the first move, but Grizz will get equalized onto, and Reck has already made his way in towards a pretty empty bomb site right now with players trying to move past the smoke. The time could be big for him. Turns around, though, and takes care of the pistol player, and again, Cameron, he has to do all the heavy lifting in this late round right now, and I don't know if he'll be able to get much else.
Yeah, I mean, probably wants to save as well. Doesn't want to be too over-aggressive here in a 4v2 situation. And you even see JBA kind of backing off, and he might just try to support Cameron and make sure that this A1S stays alive. When Reck drops down looking to get Cameron, he cannot do so. But that means information gained, right? Because Reck spotted out both players. MisteM's going to continue the hunt. And he will almost take down JBA. There it is. 1 AK out of the hands of Limitless. MisteM picks up the drop one and gets the headshot onto Cameron. Because didn't want to reload and knew that AK had a few more bullets left in it. Nicely done. No rifles saved over. Still, Limitless will be able to buy up without much of a problem. But 15-8 in favor of ATK. They have 7 map points.
Yeah, an ample opportunity to finish the job right now. How Swisher's playing here. Feel like it's just a matter of time. You know, get one good round out of him, and this thing is all wrapped up. A nice little bow. We headed into Inferno, which is going to be the map pick of ATK as well, which we know is very strong here. It's also kind of a weak spot here, relatively, for Limitless, right? Not a lot of history on this map for them. So I just, you know, very good opportunity to close out it if Limitless aren't able to do any more damage here on this map.
ATK have everything they could possibly want here in terms of their buy-up. Not exactly the same story for Limitless. Yes, they have the guns. They've got the 3A4s, the AWP, and the A1S, but utility is pretty light. Couple of Molotovs to slow and advance, but I mean, they're not going to be in time to use it on Monster because Swisher's already out and looking into Pillar. Swisher. He relaying to his teammates that there's some open space here. Grizz does get the opening frag. DJ tossing the Molotov is spotted out, and where did that molly go?
Pipes.
Yeah, a weird toss ends up in the pipes and won't really do much damage to Limitless. Swisher actually goes down trying to engage with Cameron, and DJ is the first one to connect with a frag, but he takes a lot of damage in the process and not much map control gained here as DJ does fall to the native JBA. What a shame.
Lock things down. Yeah, this is the first time that I saw Swisher miss just a little bit. Cameron could have been dead to rights, but JBA does walk right into the crosshairs of Bowden, giving him one back here. Scar's going to take the same angle, though. At least a similar one here. A little more passive on his entrance here. Scar left with a lot of heavy lifting right now. HE and Makzwell, he has the coverage from Graffiti. His attention not deterred, and yeah, that's an easy tripwire shot there on the cross for Bowden. He walks right into the open. Now, MisteM, his chance to clutch, his chance to lead by example, but Scar should be able to take care of him. He does swing out into the open here. Scar trying to spam him down. Oh, Makzwell does shut it down before it gets too crazy right there through the smoke, but ATK, a little bit of fear put into them there from Limitless with a nice round put together.
Yeah, I mean, I like the movement from MisteM, right? He throws the smoke down, goes and jumps into it, gets the bomb, jumps out of it while the spam is being attempted into the smoke to take him down, then peeks around the edge to find the frag. It's really nicely done. The problem is Makzwell was still waiting there with the op, holding the angle, and took him down. So great work from Makzwell into that round. Got himself a couple, and ATK, well, they have 6 more opportunities to get this one. Limitless, managing to stay alive for at least one more round. ATK bunching up into Monster. 4 players there. And the other one's at the top of Connector. I shouldn't say top of Connector. He's in water, getting ready to push out. And that is Swisher, who's been lurking around and been a pain in the side of Limitless this entire map.
The op's a great way to deal with them, though. Found a first pick there, but DJ is able to trade things out. There's still a pressure applied here from Scar over and towards short. There's so much left on this bomb site still that they have to crack through. Scar continues to offer up a great defense. JBA, his job easy. So much damage done to DJ. He'll finish it, sink it on in. Layup there for him, and it's going to be double digits here for Limitless. So hang on again for a little while longer here, and maybe some more work to be done here as the money's in a bit of an awkward spot. It looks like they're going for a force buy, but I have a little life left in him, do Limitless.
Yeah, that was a really nice read from Limitless, right? They had 4 players waiting on the B site, and ATK couldn't section them off in time, overlooking Toxic a little bit. I think that's what DJ, excuse me, wanted to try and clear out, but when he looked over, his teammate got taken down from the other side at Sandbags. And this is all Limitless. They've got 3 frags in a row. MisteM does manage to take one back, but it's just himself and DJ left standing, and now only DJ. Riz trying to finish it off. He can't. DJ, can he make it interesting? Well, not really. JBA takes him down, and that will be that.
Quick and easy round right there. Again, money isn't in the best of spots for at least MisteM. He invested quite a bit into that last round. Everyone else is going to get that purchase, though. Bowden immediately buying into the op, so you know if purchase is coming through here from ATK. 4 rounds in a row on the CT side isn't all that out of the picture, but see if they can continue to hold on here. Right now, Limitless fighting for their life with their backs against the wall. They got nothing to lose, so we'll see if they can continue to win out some of these rounds. A little run boost goes on in towards short here. It's a lot of damage taken, but Makzwell, look at this aggression here.
Oh. Swisher. Just wall riding a little bit at the moment. Trying to work the smoke fade. Doesn't see anything. Limitless has been doing this a lot, right? They're giving all this space up into Monster. And then ATK, after walking in, gets around it once they try to get onto the B site. So they're a little bit wary of taking it once more. And you see Swisher rotating in towards construction instead. Molotov thrown for Sandbags to clear out the space for Swisher. And there's no one on B. I mean, there might be one player looking in this direction, but it's definitely the right play for ATK to come in this direction. Anyway, Reck and DJ dropped to Scar, who gained all that space into the upper tunnels. MisteM could be his next victim, but he is finally dropped. I think the damage is done, though. 45 seconds left. ATK trying to decide where they're going to go. Again, the B site isn't a bad idea. Makzwell is watching from the heavens, but outside of that, don't know if anyone else is going to fill the gaps. Well, it looks like Cameron has managed to make his way back to this site, so now both sites are very difficult for ATK to take, and only 25 seconds left. MisteM has managed to sneak in a monster, and Cameron is dropped. What a shot to get the space gain. Makzwell only needs a smoke is all that's needed to section off Makzwell here.
They get it down here. They know that Makzwell has been posted up here with the op, but they actually just avoid him. Swisher never peeks. He never makes that mistake, but he will peek in towards short, and he will go down. Another player over towards Graffiti as well. Not fully known, but soon his location could be revealed here, and a smoke to scale up short as well.
What a shot from JBA. MisteM with the trade 1v1 for the map, and he gets it. 4K for MisteM on the round there, Cole. 16-11 final score. And ATK, well, they looked a little shaky in the early goings, but definitely more convincing, especially once that second half got kicked off.
Yeah, very convincing there. I mean, again, Swisher kind of unleashed a beast on them.